So now let's look at all of this in action with a demo with my friends there, Vladi and Jody. OK, far too long, service has been reactive. We wait for a problem to happen, and then we tend to react or respond. It's too late. It's, in my opinion, a loyalty killer. So let's see how Cumulus Bank is changing that from being reactive to proactive. Here you have a customer, Mia, who's a small business owner. And if you're a small business owner, you know how important cash flow is to your business success. Here, Cumulus Bank sees that one of her wire transfers did not go through. Now, before Mia sees that this transaction didn't happen, Cumulus Bank, using proactive service campaigns, is able to alert her. And not just that, next step, it takes Mia to a service portal. This is not your regular FAQs, articles, static site. Rather, AI-powered summarized knowledge articles with action. Yes, action. Jody is able to take action. So once again, you see there that Agentforce is able to guide Mia because it has the power of action and can actually do work. It's quickly able to zero in to the real issue. So the moment you see that Mia confirms that this is a new contract, autonomously, Agentforce is able to reconcile those documents and start the process of reconciliation and get her wire transfer back on track. But wait, this is a financial transaction. You need human verification. So the next step is a seamless handoff to a human rep. Here again, the human rep has all the history, all the context of this interaction, and very quickly can guide Mia and validate the transaction and get her on her way so the wire transfer goes through. This is not vision. This is actual reality. You can activate this now. Now, this didn't happen in a silo. Once the case was closed and summarized, Mia's relationship manager receives full details of this transaction so that next time Mia and the relationship manager have a conversation, it's not about this issue. It's about how can the bank help her do more. OK. Let's get to the next part. My favorite topic, contact centers. I've spent a lot of my career in the contact center space. We as consumers, today we have gotten used to using chat, email, SMS. And yes, when we need to, we pick up the phone and ask for support, right? But behind the scenes, if you're having a contact center, and some of you may probably be running your contact centers as well, these are, quite frankly, often managed in silos. So, that makes it that's a nightmare to manage these silos. With these silos, the challenge becomes that when your agents need to really help your customers, they're juggling different systems. Your supervisors just don't have the visibility real time on what's happening on which channel. What does this lead to? Frustrated customers. Now, Agentforce Service solves this by bringing all your channels on one single platform and making sure that your orchestration is there. The key to this is orchestration. Get your orchestration correct, and all the channels and all the communications then tend to be seamless. Now, because Agentforce Service gives you this unified native platform wherein all your communication channels, all your AI, all your workflows, all your AI workloads and business logic resides on the same platform, you can be assured that your customers get the same seamless interaction, the same seamless experience across all channels. OK, now, when it comes to human handoff, the same thing kicks in. They have the full context, and just as with the seamless handoff, with the context, they're able to help solve the problems that much more faster. It is seamless, it's effortless. Let's see this in action. So in the previous example, you saw Mia came to a web portal. She could just as well had reached out via chat or picked up the phone and made a call for support. So how does Cumulus, in this example, manage this? That's where Command Center for Service comes into play. What you're seeing there is one single view, yes, one single view, where your service reps and your AI agents, you can monitor them real time in all the interactions on every channel. This is truly powerful and rather unique to Agentforce Service. Only Agentforce Service honestly can deliver this, because we have all the channels, all the data, and the ability to monitor it. OK. Now, Agentforce is available on voice as well. We announced that earlier in the keynote as well. And it is available for you to deploy now in your region. So let's see Agentforce voice in action talking to a customer. This is your voice channel.
Based on your consistent income and the 20% down payment in your new home bucket, you're pre-qualified for up to $610,000, slightly higher than the site's estimate. Would you like to lock in this pre-qualified loan?
Yes, lock in my loan qualification.
One moment while I transfer you to an expert for further assistance.
Hi, John. I'm Mala. Let me review your pre-qualified loan and get you locked in.
OK. There you heard it. Agentforce was able to engage in a very human-like conversation with the customer, guide them to a mortgage application, and when it needs to elevate to a human for verification submission, it is just adept at doing that. Now, it was one thing to listen into this conversation. We had listened to one conversation. But imagine you're a supervisor in a contact center. How will you monitor all these interactions that are happening in all these channels? Right? You could potentially do customer surveys, figure out what's going on. But that's too little, too late. That's where customer signals intelligence comes into play. This is this one place wherein customer service intelligence is looking at all the conversations, be it chat, email, SMS, cases, and voice. Yes, it's looking at all this information and surfacing key insights, such as customer sentiments, tonality, frustration, and yes, are there any issues, big issues affecting customer service? So in this example, you will see that the supervisor has noticed that there is inordinate delays with wire transfers. It goes into Agentforce and asks for insights as to why is this happening. It seems like certain changes in recent procedures is causing inordinate frustrations with wire transfer delays. So very quickly, the supervisor is then able to create a knowledge article to solve for this issue. Once that knowledge article is created, it's then deployed and available for all channels. So next time, if any customer calls or chats or messages, this solution is there for them to solve autonomously. So there you go. It all comes together, your resolutions in one platform with AI there.